Hey, welcome back to the Garage Warlock Show. It's Tuesday, September 14th, 2021. And back at it again, up here organizing comics. Made a decision yesterday that I'm going to divide up comics by manufacturers, by brands. So, Gold Key, ACG, Harvey, Archie, I'm going to separate those out. Not ready to separate Marvel and DC yet. That may happen soon. Anyway. So, let's see what we got here. Okay, so... Oh, I see what I can do. Okay, these are all Archies, yes. Okay. So I've got some Gold Key that I need to file into here. So just pulled these from the other room. Here's a Whitman variant, Uncle Scrooge. Okay, there we go. These are just childhood copies of Uncle Scrooge. I'll have them bagged and boarded soon. Oh, wow, look at that. Look at that. That should be the thumbnail for this video. And of course, I've always loved Magica Dispel. This ad has always been the greatest for these patches. Oh, shit. That had to hurt. You guys took a drop of about 4 feet. But the slaves that create these iPhones in China do a great job. They're very durable, and luckily nothing horrible happened. We should film the show in 3D so when the phone falls you can feel the plunge and experience it in 3D, sense around. Yeah, this is a reprinting. I have a childhood copy of this that was probably a reprinting even then. But these great old Carl Barks stories were reprinted over and over again for new generations, which was a wonderful thing because not much better than Carl Barks' Uncle Scrooge. So anyway, for those of you that are new to this, Gold Key, it's the name of the company. Whitman. If you see the Whitman logo instead of Gold Key, it just means that it was there. It used to be in the old Overstreet price guides. They said that the Whitmans were reprints and their value was far less. Now they say the value's more because they're not really new printings. It's the same print run. It's just at a certain point they removed that element and then put the Whitman logo and then kept the presses going. So they were meant, the Whitman ones were sold in plastic packs, 3 comics for like 79 cents, and they were so basically you would have a little header, plastic header card that would say 3 comics for 79 cents, and there'd be a little hole so it could hang from a spindle in the store, right? From a little, so it could be on display. And then you'd have a comic on either side, and then there'd be one in the middle, but you didn't know what it was unless you kind of really carefully kind of squinted in, just move the plastic aside. You could kind of tell maybe what the comic was. But they did that with Marvel, DC, Gold Key, and they were... So now Whitman is sought after. So it's just how things change. So, but taking these other companies out of these boxes is going to free up room for me to put this other new, more newly acquired stuff in. So, oh, and here, this is what they call a Dynabrite comic, and these were Gold Key comics that were printed on this nicer paper with what they call really bright ink, you know, so they call them Dynabrite. And they did that with even the Star Trek comics that they published, they did that with them as well. So here's a copy of Uncle Scrooge Adventures. I've got this one in a My Light. All the rest will be soon. Okay. Here's a Dave Stevens cover, Vanguard Illustrated. It's really, I'm going to pull this comic aside because tomorrow night on Graphic Man's YouTube channel, we're doing a special show on science fiction comics. And so where did I put them? Oh, there they are. Okay, now I've got some Archie comics that I need to file. So that was in this box down below here. Alright, so let's move this. Wait, here's some more Gold Key. Let me put all the Gold Key in and then I'll deal with these Archies. Oh, this is a comic. Do you know this comic? Wacky Witch. I love this comic. Yeah, Wacky Witch was one of my favorites. One of my earliest comic book purchases was the first issue of Wacky Witch. So let's put Wacky Witch here. And then I've got some of my childhood copies of Walt Disney's comics and stories. Let's put these in here as well. That was a comic that went back to the days when it was published by Dell, and then Gold Key started publishing this title. Okay. Got tons of these. Well, one of the next changes I'll make is switching to short boxes, just because it's a lot better on the back. And we talked about that in yesterday's episode. There's a Kenner ad for Dusty on the back. There's the sea monkeys frolicking. Okay. Here's a reprint of an famous early Golden Age cover. Okay. Here's my childhood copy of this. Get that in there. The Aristo Kittens. Again, a childhood copy. Adventures of Robin Hood. Later period Disney animated feature that came out in the 70s. I remember they must have run a print of that in my cafeteria when I was in 5th grade as a reward or something. I don't remember. It was after school hours. It wasn't as good as most Disney features. Disney was in a real slump in the 70s. Okay. Bed knobs and broomsticks. Yeah, I remember this copy, getting it right when I first moved to Hampton, Virginia. This reprint of Mary Poppins. Oh, I love that movie. Had a crush on Mary Poppins. You know, you got this, and then you got these hippie posters on the back. I remember Escape to Witch Mountain. There was there were two Witch Mountain movies. I remember seeing those when I was in San Antonio, about third, maybe fourth grade. And this was another Disney movie, that same time period. And then we were talking about this movie, The Black Hole, last Wednesday on the Graphic Man 4-Color Fossils show. But I don't have the second edition of this that is apparently really rare. I just have this movie adaptation. And then, of course, Super Goof, childhood copy of that. Okay, so that's that. Those are Gold Key. Get that over here. Let's get these Archies. These are later period Archies from the 90s. I don't think Archie does anything now except little digest magazines that you see occasionally. Here's Veronica in Texas. What is this comic actually called? Oh, it's just called Veronica. So in the 90s, she was given her own title. Put that in the back of the box. Here's 20. Here's 21. Here's 27. What do we got here? 28. Got a Mega Man back cover ad. And a issue 34. Okay, so what is the next thing I need to do here? Oh, this box is kind of tightly packed, so let me go through it and see if there's anything I can pull out that will make this box less horrifyingly tight. Then I can add new things into this. This is apparently the box that has my Bronze Age Avengers in it. So let's see what we can do here. I'm looking for Gold Key Archie titles. And the first thing I find are a bunch of Archies. That's what I thought. Let's pull the Archies out. Set them here. Alright. Sorry if I made you guys dizzy in Target on that episode. I just hold the camera down. I try to make it look like I'm not filming. Because just so I don't get any hassle from the idiots, from the man that run the store. And so, you know, it's like, probably my wife was watching and she said it was making her dizzy. that Spider-Man, one of those Spider-Man costumes they had in Target was a little disturbing. I don't know if you heard my little comment under my breath where I said, I don't know about this. And of course, there was a lady that was stocking the shelves right behind me I didn't realize that was hearing me talk to myself. But yeah, I don't know if it's Miles Morales outfit or some alternate Spider-Man suit with it's black and then it's got a weird, stupid symbol, a bat spider symbol in the middle. My wife thought it was horrible looking too. Let's see. What have we got here? Oh, here's a Spire comic. Let's pull that and some Charlton. Yeah, Charlton. What else we got here? Batman. Oh, there's the Harley Quinn issue that's worth hundreds, if not over $1,000. Okay, so this box is all Avengers and Batman. How about the Harley Quinn issue of the cartoon adaptation Batman Adventures? That's when she first appeared in the comic. It's very valuable to people now. I bought it when it came out. Okay, so Charlton. See, some of these bags, these comics I bagged, but I didn't have money for a backing board, so I haven't sealed them yet. But at least I got half of the process done. What it was, I had all these comics, and then one day I went in to look at the comics, and the bags had aged and yellowed. So I pulled all the bags off the comics, and then of course it's been a many-year process trying to get, gradually get them all bagged and reboarded. But I just thought, oh, these bags look horrible. They must be damaging the comic. But they actually aren't. When a comic's bagged and the bag looks horrible, the comic inside is still fine. That's something I learned going through old comics that had been sitting for decades in a heated back room of an old Mr. M convenience store. Is once those bags come off, the comics and stuff are still just as mint as they were. This is late 70s. They reprinted some 60s Charlton comics and used this Modern Comics logo. Because, you can tell it's totally 70s on the back with the skateboarding. Although skateboarding was around in the 60s, it wasn't called skateboarding. It was called, I think they called it sidewalk surfing. You hear about it in Jan and Dean songs. But that was just for people that weren't near a beach. It's like skateboarding was a substitute for the real thing, which was surfing. Okay, so. All right, these comics need to go a light behind me. Something they usually reserve for Barack Obama. When he used to appear during his speeches, they'd love to get lights like that behind him. Okay, so. What now? So I hear our taxes are going up ridiculously, especially if you live in New York. It was a big headline yesterday. Taxes higher than China. But it's a good thing, right? Barney Bear wakes up. Okay. All right. So I pulled Archie. I pulled Charlton from that box. Now, I need to look down here and see if there's any comics that need to go in there. Astonishing Tales. Let's see. Archie. Astonishing Tales goes after Archie. So these All-Star Comics does not, though. Okay. Oh, and there's some Avengers in here, too. Oh, and a Batman Adventures. Okay, so. How do I... Okay. Move you guys back up here. It's very dramatic lighting. Like an Roger Corman movie with this lighting. Like a horror movie. Okay. God damn it. No worries. Okay. Astonishing Tales. Orion, Lord of Atlantis. The Atom. Arg. This is Arg, which is Marvel's answer to Plop. I liked Arg. Arg. Atlantis Chronicles. Okay. So we get Astonishing Tales 21 here. '22. '23. Oh, I need to move the lighting position. What am I thinking? There we go. This is a 31. '33. Okay, now I've got this big selection of the Avengers here. The Avengers. So the first one I have in here is issue 93. All my Avengers that are prior to 93 are in the other room because I consider them Silver Age. Avengers 95. 96. But what I want to do, I mean, I just bit myself. I showed you all those before. So what I'm trying to do here is get Avengers. I need to put Avengers 187 in here. So let's see. Where would that go? 152, 185, 186. Okay, good. I don't already have 187 because I go from 186 to 190. So 187 is good. 189 goes in. I don't have that, so that's good. It's amazing how the storylines in these movies and TV shows are we're in this era, and now they're moving them forward to when they're replacing all the heroes with teenage girls and stuff. What strange new problems plague the Scarlet Witch and the Vision? When will the government stop harassing our heroes? Okay, well, anyway. He should be wearing that exact suit in the movies, in this new TV show. In this new Hawkeye trailer that premiered yesterday, one thing that struck me is that in the background they show Broadway in New York, and they've got a big, they've got a musical called Rogers the Musical. And then in this Eternals trailer, someone makes a reference to Captain Rogers. They don't want to call him Captain America now because he's no longer Captain America. We have a new Captain America. But I know. So in their world, the Falcon is now Captain America, and so they can't ever refer to Steve Rogers as Captain America anymore. Trust me, if they made a Broadway musical, if Captain America was a real guy and had disappeared, and they made a movie about his life, they would not call it Rogers. Plus, in the comics, people didn't know Steve Rogers was okay. Let's see if I've already. Do you already have this? I don't know. That struck me as weird. But they've got their little their reasons for everything, I guess. Okay, so now I have 2 copies of issue 200. I don't need 2 copies of issue 200, but I've got 2. So 200. Okay. And here's issue 204. What I want you to see, if you look up there by the 50 cent, 50 cent, there's a little smudge that's actually a stamp. See right by the cent symbol is a little star. That means that this was sold at a PX, and so it has this has the Mark Jewelers insert. And see, it's a store copy. The store copy. You all know this, but just in case there's someone that doesn't know, because people just assume everyone knows everything, and unless they're told. So that's how you tell it was bought at a newsstand, right, or a PX. If it's got this symbol, then it was bought at a comic book store. It was directly distributed to the comic store, which means they can't return it if they don't sell it. So after a certain year, there were fewer copies sold on newsstands, because pretty much it became everyone bought their comics in comic stores because they stopped having these in the spinner racks and 7-Eleven and everything. So these are in lesser numbers of these. So now, used to be no one gave a shit, but now these are a little bit more valuable, and depending on who's buying, some people don't care and some people think it's just really neat. Personally, I wish the UPC symbol wasn't even on there, or if it was, it was on the back. That should have been the cool thing. If you bought it in a comic store, you didn't have the symbol at all. You just had more art on the cover. And the people buying it in the stores, they might have a scanner, could have that up. Here's Avengers 205. Come on, Light. Work with me. Avengers 205. Do I already have that? 205. 204. I have 2 204s. Then I jumped to 211, so 205 is there. Here's Avengers 223. Not a very good quality copy, but it's a sought-after one since they mimicked this scene in, what was it, Captain America Civil War. You know, the Russo brothers that made the best Marvel movies, they really, you know, and well, James Gunn did a great job too, but the Russo brothers knew what they were doing. They're leaving Marvel. They're not coming back because of this lawsuit. Scarlett Johansson suing Marvel or Disney because of the Black Widow movie. You know, first of all, the movie was delayed more than a year getting released, and that wasn't Marvel's fault. So, but when they released it in theaters, they gave people an option of watching it on television, like day and date. The day it came out in theaters, you could pay a little extra to your Disney Plus subscription, and you could watch it on television. You wouldn't have to go out to that nasty, contaminated movie theater. And so the movie didn't make much money because most people stayed home. And a lot of theaters weren't even open yet in some parts of the world, country, whatever. So she had made a deal where she'd get her money, most of her money on the back end or from the box office profits. So she didn't make a lot of money to us, but she didn't make the money she was counting on because of how it was distributed, you know, so I don't know. So I guess the Russo brothers are leaving in solidarity with Scarlett Johansson, or they don't like how she was treated, whatever. But that's all I know. Here's Avengers Annual number 6. And here's Giant Size Avengers number 1. Yeah, I gotta put everything in my lights. Avengers Annual and Giant Size. So after the run of Avengers I have here, I'm going to put move some things here. What the hell was I talking about? Oh, I'm going to put the Giant Size Avengers there. Wow, I've been looking for a pair of sunglasses. Are these sunglasses or are these damn 3D glasses? They're sunglasses. They don't do much, but these reek of being from a Dollar Tree. They're pretty flimsy. Okay, let's get these Avengers comics in here. Everything's really still too tightly packed here. Oh, but good, I can pull these. Because I'm pulling, I'm also pulling the Atlas Seaboard comics. So I can pull one. Let's see what else I can pull out of this box. Nothing else I can pull. Oh shit. Here's some modern era salute the troops thing. See, we salute you. But it's beat up copy, but it was only available on army bases. So it's smaller than a real comic. See? I don't know. I'd have to find out from someone like Metarog what it's worth. I can't find it or anything. But it's just really crummy looking. Well, is it crummy? Yeah. This is how they make Hawkeye look in the comic. And the back is this ridiculous looking, that's not Hawkeye. Okay. Okay. I'm starting to get hungry. Okay, there's a Mexican Avengers comic. Los Invincibles del Siglo XX. Okay. God damn it. I'm gonna break that flashlight yet. Okay. So that box. Shit. What the hell? That's my sunglasses. That box has been transmorgified. What's in this box? Oh, there's hardly anything in this fucking box. Oh, shit. I'm going to take advantage of this box. Okay, that's excellent. I'm glad I knew that was there. Okay. Oh, I know what I need to do. I need to see what warlords I have. Like, I took an accounting the other day of what issues of Commandy I had, and that enabled me to get 2 issues of Commandy that I didn't already own. I need to get my box of W comics out of the other room, because that's going to have comics titled Weird and stuff like that I can... So I'm still also, one of the things I'm doing is also looking for comics that are science fiction oriented for tomorrow's, like I said, broadcast of Graphic Man's channel. Okay. All right. Let's get this light on. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yes. At the end of this show, our interview, I'm going to put the interviews at the end.
Okay, what do we have in this box?
Stephen Intermill, the proprietor,
Starts with the
operator,
Ultimates and goes to the Wonder Woman. All of that.
very knowledgeable
Okay.
related to that. And we had a
There's the lid.
conversation about organ music and all of that. So stick around for the end of the show. But I next, and I played this on.
All right. I will now do something I'm not supposed to do, which is carry a box around. Yeah. Coming to some money. Switching to all short boxes. It's not that it's so heavy, I'm trying to avoid hitting things. Oh, it's a little heavy. They're having back problems. Okay. Let's see what we got. Oh, shit. So, this thing keeps getting in the way, man. Okay. So what am I looking for? Stuff between the Ultimates and Wonder Woman. Yeah. Okay. Got a few things. Oh, and then here's some more warlords. Oh, okay. Before I do that, I pulled some Archies out of that other box. Let's get them in. Okay. Atlas. I pulled out the Barbarians, which is an Atlas Seaboard comic. So that needs to go with Atlas Seaboards. Okay. So here's Archie and Friends. It's not old, but I gotta get it in with the Archie stuff. Archie and Friends. That was a later title. Archie and Friends. Let's put this in the back. Okay. Archie's Super Teens. Now this comic reprints these 60s superhero comics. Plus they do new ones. They have new stories that, you know, I'm not interested in, but I like the old stuff, right? So that was, I don't know when they did this, like maybe the 90s. I guess I could find out, couldn't I? Well, it says 1995 on the cover, yeah, so that's when they did this. I have 2 copies of this issue. I guess the X-Men was selling so well for Marvel at that point in the 90s that Archie decided to dust off their superhero characters. See 2 copies of that. So let's get this in here. Okay. Is this a childhood copy? This might be a childhood copy here. Oh, the light's now pointing the wrong direction. Astonishing. Okay. So Archie's Pals and Gals. Oh yeah, there's Archie's TV Laugh Out, starring Sabrina the Teenage Witch. She looks really cool on the cover there, Sabrina. This one is a childhood copy. No. I have a childhood copy of this somewhere, but my copy would not be in this this condition. Is not the condition I would have had my comic in. This is them in their 1970s clothes at a little fair. They're at a Josie and the Pussycats concert. This is I don't know what 65th anniversary bash. This must be kind of old because Fantastic Four is just now having its 60th anniversary because it started in 1961, and Archie's been around since the 40s, so this comic's gotta be, I think this is 2006. My fly is down. Oh goodness, that's not good to be a TV host with your fly down. Okay, that was a free comic book day deal. Archie at Riverdale High. Okay, here's the first of the big Archie Meets the Punisher. And they had several different covers for this. Yeah. You ever seen this? I didn't know this one existed. Where Archie meets the Ramones. Alright. These little freebie books that they give away at the comic stores, right? They're like previews of shit that they're gonna release. You know? What I use them for is I put them as the first and last book in the box, so that you know, if anything, so a real comic won't get damaged. I'm sure you guys do the same shit, or use those little cardboard inserts to cushion books. Oh, and then these are a couple of copies. I used to have dozens of them that they were given away in schools. They're Archie and his pals in the Peer Helping Process program. It's an anti-drug thing, even though they all look like they're on drugs. So, yeah, put that in there. Okay. Now, all right. Now, let's see about The Warlord, which was that very Edgar Rice Burroughs style book. This is Warlord 10. We've got Warlord 105 and the Warlord 110. Let's see if I already have these. Because I'd like to have a complete run of the Warlord. It's not an especially expensive thing to do. Somewhere I have, so there's all these comics that are somewhere in here. This is Warlock number 2, but I have issue 1. I know I do. Okay, so let's flip to the back. 100. Where's 104? $105, 110, and then I've got this annual. Okay, well, there's some more Warlords. This is issue 100, but I just saw this when I was flipping through, so that means I now have 2 copies of it. 103. Yeah. Alright, so 2 copies of that. This is Warlord 109. $107. Okay. 102. I'm going to flip through and show you all of them, and then that way I'll have it on video, and I'll be able to, if I'm out anywhere, I can fast forward in this video and see what I already have. Because I'm sick of buying the same thing over and over again. Like, see here, I have 2 copies of this now. Because I just didn't remember. This is Warlord 106. Okay. That's weird. See, some of these covers look very much alike. Like, here's 105, and here's 106. It would be very easy to forget which one you have because they got the same colors, and usually they didn't do that. Well, you know, one thing they did is when they were, you know, sometimes you see comics with weird, odd background colors, yellow and orange, and that's because they lay out all the comics that are coming out a particular month, and they look to make sure that they have different background colors. So the coloring for these comics was done with the knowledge of what other comics were being released at the same time. They didn't want to have a whole bunch of comics coming out from Marvel or DC the same month with the same colors. I don't know, here's some USA Agent comic, which in some alternate world would be worth a lot of money because they used him as a character on a TV show that people watched. But I don't know that people like it that much. Okay, Warlord 36. Do I have this one? Let's take a look. Okay, what is the shitty music that's playing? Watch it be someone I like, but I don't even know why it's on. They're not giving me a copyright flag. 36. 50. What? 30. There must be more Warlord comics in another box, because it looks like I'm missing like a whole bunch of them. Here's 64. Here's 67. Wow. Werewolf by Night. Oh, here's a Werewolf by Night. This Werewolf by Night is, yeah, I'm not sure if this is my childhood copy or not. I think my childhood copy, I traced the cover. I had tracing paper on it, and I tried to trace this. So if I look at it under this light, yeah, I see evidence of my childhood drawing. If you can see the indentations there, yeah, I have, this is my childhood copy. So I guess I didn't realize that that would create indentations on the comic when I was in 3rd grade. Weird War, what a great comic. Weird War, Weird Western, Scalp Hunter, Weird Wonder Tales. Weird, oh, okay. Shit. Should I pull this for tomorrow's show with the Graphic Man? I mean, it's Edgar Rice Burroughs, but it's not really science fiction so much as science fantasy. Werewolf by Night. There's Werewolf by Night. Number 3, 5, 6, 11. Oh, wow, I have 2 copies of issue 11. Okay, all right. And Witching Hour, this is 53. Oh, there's my copies of What If, What the Witching Hour. Okay, so that's number 53. You know what makes it a lot easier when you're sorting comics is to have this light right in your face while you're doing it. I recommend it. 45, 48, to 80. 48 to 80? Why would... I'm thinking there's some orphan box in here where I got a lot of books. Or maybe my comic collection really just is this shitty. Oh boy. Let's see what's in this box over here. It says it's bronze D through F. The other 4-color fossils that meet on Wednesday nights must have a better way of organizing their comics and finding particular issues. Oh, these will be cool to display. These are science fiction reprint books from the 50s. And here's some more Golden Age, Gold Key rather. No, I wish they were Golden Age. There's my Doom Patrols. Doomsday Plus One. Oh yeah, we were talking about this comic last week. Doomsday Plus One is I think this robot here is where Metarog gets his name. This is about, you know, this is a dystopian, end of the world kind of thing. Oh, I'm pulling Charltons. So what am I thinking, man? Okay. Okay, so I pull the Charltons. Oh, and I think this comic is like here. I think this is like super valuable now. Doomsday, Doorway to Nightmare #1. I think it's like big time valuable because I think they think it's gonna be a movie character or something. I think Madame Xanadu was in the Swamp Thing TV show, but she was an old African American woman that lived on the swamp. She didn't look like, you know, Susie Sue or Vampira, but I guess they're gonna try to I guess they're gonna retcon her or something. I don't know. So I think that's currently a big deal. Okay, here's some EC reprints. I was gonna pull all the EC reprints, so that frees up space in this box. Okay, so these are the reprints that came out in the 90s. They're good to put in a spinner rack because they're not rare or anything, and from a distance they kind of look like the real thing. Oh, I know where to put these. In this box that's half full. Yeah. Okay, what else is in this box over here? Elongated Man, Elvira's House of Mystery. Lots of Elvira comics from the 90s. Oh, Charlton. E-Man. We'll pull those. And then E-Man continued with First Comics, but I'll pull those too. Put that up there. Enemy Ace. What? Oh, yeah, this goes to Fantastic Four. Eternals, issue number 2, 4. 2 issues of 4. Boy, if that becomes valuable, I'll be able to sell one of them. Oh, more Archie. Everything's Archie. Excalibur. I didn't know I owned any of that. Okay. Hold on. I believe the disc has ended. And without music, it's hard to sort comics. I'm going to be in a hurry tomorrow to get on the 4-Color Fossils show because I get off at 7. I'll be home about 7:30. I'll need to maybe bring some food to my wife, and their show starts at 7. So what I'm going to do is put some of these science fiction comics that I'm going to show on the show tomorrow into this magazine box lid, see? And then, oh, I even have this ray gun. If I could find a new battery for it, because the brain inside throbs. Wonder if it still works. It's a Mars Attacks thing. Okay, so I'll put the science fiction comics in that, and I can just quickly grab that and run to the computer. I think I'm going to set up my laptop and try doing a live stream in this room for a change. Okay. All right, so let's see what we can do here. Okay, all right. Let's set that there. Okay. I really like the comic E-Man. Okay, Doc Weird's Thrill Book. I'll sit back here. All right. And then these Archie comics need to get put in here. Bring the light down a bit. Everything's Archie. That was the theme song to the Archie Saturday morning show. They would sing Everything's Archie, so therefore they started this comic. See how that's why it's such a low number 29 in the early 70s, because it started about they probably started at about 69, 70 when that cartoon was on the air, and so everything's Archie, man. I like that Archie cartoon, but some of the voices were kind of annoying. The voice for Jughead was the same voice actor that did the voice of Beetle Bailey in the early 60s in a series of cartoons that are kind of hard to see. They were on YouTube for a while, intact, and now they're on YouTube, but without the opening credits sequence. It just starts with the little title card. The little Beetle Bailey song's taken off for whatever reason, but there you can see them. But I had no idea that all those Beetle Bailey cartoons existed that were done in the early 60s. And they also did Snuffy Smith cartoons and Crazy Cat cartoons right about the early 60s. But I didn't grow up with them. They were never in syndication, at least not where I lived. So that's 29. This is issue 17. So a lot of it has to do with Archie and his band, the Archies, which were introduced in the TV show, because they had a #1 song in 1969, even with Woodstock and Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, whatever. The Beatles, the #1 song in the nation in 1969 was Sugar Sugar, which is a song about Sabrina the Teenage Witch. If you watch the original cartoon video, you'll see, video, as Geeks and Gamers likes to do. You can see that it's really they're singing about Sabrina. Here's another, I guess I shouldn't put Cherry Pop-Tart in with the Archies. I'll keep that in the underground section. I'm tempted to throw those in here. Okay. Now what? Okay. This is the Archie box. Right. Okay. This is the lid for the Archie box. This is the box that has the other stuff. But the gold key is rapidly expanding, and so I'm going to make this all gold key. I started putting Harvey in the front. So I'll pull out the Harvey. So the Harvey is going to grow. Okay, and then I'll put this long box up here. Start by putting, what do I already have here? Okay, that's EC. EC, then Harvey. Then Charlton. No particular rhyme or reason. That's just how I'm doing it for right now. Charlton. Okay. Then ACG and Atlas Seaboard. Where did that? Oh, there's the Barbarians comic. Okay. Okay, wait. Some more Charlton. Here's some more. Some more Atlas Seaboard I'm putting in there. Oh, then here's the EC stuff. Okay. Sorry. Pull out this EC. Look how they write. Fantastic 1950s EC Comics. And on this issue, nostalgic 1950s EC comic. Alright. Objectionable, they write. This one says outrageous. But look at this one, it just says bad. And bad has different meanings. Is it bad as in not very well done? Is it bad as in like the Michael Jackson, it's bad? Or Is it bad as in naughty? There's 3 different connotations that word could have. Oh well. EC goes here. Okay, and then these Doomsday +1 comics. Oh, I didn't show them to you, did I? Okay. Where are the Charlton? There we go. Put it right in front of Fighting Army. This is number 8. Number 10. Charlton had some great moments like E-Man and Doomsday +1. I mean, dude, Charlton is a cool company. It's just, I mean, they've got a bad reputation, but you know, they turned out cool stuff. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, this is a reprint of issue number 1 from Modern Comics. But when this was done, E-Man wasn't that old a comic. Most of the stuff that Modern Comics reprinted was from around 1965, 66. Stuff like Captain Atom and the Peacemaker, and they also reprinted number 3. I don't think they reprinted number 2. Now later, they put out collected, I think, trade paperbacks, or no, maybe it was this other company reprinted the early Charlton E-Man. So I think I was happy with that when I was, 12, the reprints, and so I didn't seek out the early issues. Here's issue 3. Now this is a legitimate, real Charlton. Issue 3. What? Oh, okay. I actually have the reprint and the original. So that's kind of cool. You can see, look pretty much alike. Well, no, the original colors, the colors are a lot brighter on this reprint. I don't think that's sun fading. Here's number 4, a reprint from Modern Comics. I got this shirt as a promotion when that book about Eerie Publications was put out. I've yet to get any of the Gondwanaland reprints of that stuff, or all the Monster Magazine's Gondwanaland reprinted. It's like I noticed this morning on Facebook that Basil and Lance Jones and my wife were kind of like communicating with each other, and like kind of talking about all the stuff that's going on, which is it's like, oh, don't get, it's like, it's real political, like okay, here's my this is the first E-Man I got, like in probably 3rd or 4th grade. This is my childhood copy of issue number 6, and I bought it, I would imagine, knowing me, I bought it because Frankenstein's monster's on the cover. This smiling guy, someone needs to do research. Who is this guy, man? Because we've seen him so many times in our life. I don't even know what this freaking ad is for. Look who's smiling now, LaSalle Extension University. Yeah, I think that's the robot Metarog's named after. Let me see. Yeah, his name is Raj 2000. Yeah. You know what's something is like, we've got this group, the 4-Color Fossils, and we need to get, there's this other group that we need to bring them in. We need to get Metarog on Wednesday night. We need to get Silver Age Dave, and maybe we could get you know, I know we could get shit Night Tiger Comics. We could bring him in if he's not out on the road. Night Tiger, maybe Alan from AFTA Comics. I haven't seen any Silver Age Dave videos in a long time. Yeah, there's this other group that I know that we watch each other's videos, and you know, we communicate, but I'd like to see them brought in, and maybe we can expand this Wednesday night broadcast of Graphic Man's and make it something huge like that Nerdrotic guy does on Friday nights. Because there's more people out there affiliated with how we look at things and life in the world. Okay, this is when E-Man was restarted by First Comics. I remember getting this, and it's the same people that did it for Charlton. You know, it's the same creators. Joe Staten, or is it Joe Staten? I mean, I've never pronounced the name in my life. And Marty Pasco, right, was the writer. Joe Staten, the artist. Yeah, I love this stuff, and the art is very unusual and distinctive, and that's what made it cool. Here's another one. Yeah, E-Man's been forgotten about. I don't ever hear people talking about E-Man. Okay, here's some more Gold Key. Donald Duck. Donald Duck. What is that? Oh, this is a free copy from Lone Star Comics back when they had a brick and mortar store from Free Comic Book Day. You know what's cool about this? I have two copies, the same issue. You know, it's a free comic, right, that has great Carl Barks art. But if you flip it over, look at that. You got a cool old looking cover. March of Comics. That's how they should do variant covers, in my opinion. I don't like all these alternate variant covers. If you want to do a variant cover, just make it a flip cover. So you got two covers, you can display it either way, but stop with all the freaking variant covers. Some people love it because it's just like they're buying little posters that they can frame. But I don't have the money to be buying the same comic 20 times, you know. If you do, God bless you, man. But so that's cool. Something I don't know anything about. Tell you what, in this Gold Key Comics box, I'm going to use this beat up World's Finest as the buffer to put in the front, because this thing can't possibly get in worse condition unless it was burned into ashes. This is cool. This is Rich Haluga's. He had a comic art gallery, right, in Cincinnati, Ohio, and he would put out this little guide, and it would show the art that was on sale, and it's oh, there's a tear in that page, but it's like they're selling that's a cover, Basil Gogo's Famous Monsters cover they're selling, but they're selling some Alex Raymond art, but they would reproduce it. Like they're selling that Avengers cover and that X-Men cover. But I save this kind of thing just because it's cool. I like seeing the original art. else we have?
August 19th at 8 o'clock. Why did you attack our ship? We came in peace. You sent an armed ship to our planet and talk of peace.
Oh, shit.
Space 1999 also features Catherine Sheller's planet.
Why are you so unfriendly?
I've been lied to, assaulted, seen my people brutalized, killed. Shall I go on?
Obviously, Commander, you have not fully recovered.
Mental betrayed us. I warn you, Kirby.
Okay. I'll put this Christian Spire comics. Let's put them between Harvey and Charlton. That's what I'll do. Okay. Let's see what else I can do on this. Fantastic Four. Okay, so this is all Fantastic Four. Okay. Ugh. Stay there. This is my Bronze Age Fantastic Four. All my real Fantastic Four comics are in the other room. By real, I mean Jack Kirby, Stan Lee. But there were still great Fantastic Four comics in the 70s, and that's when I started reading it. So all my childhood Fantastic Four copies are going to be in this here box here. So, and then I'm going to add some to it. So this box starts with Doom Patrol and goes to Fantastic Four. So let's see what I need to add in these boxes down here on the floor to that. Okay, oh, there's some more EC. Like some gold key. Let's see, Doom Patrol, Doc Savage is before Doom Patrol, so I don't need that. Here's some Fantastic Four. Okay. Good. And then Fantasy Masterpieces. Alright. Except, this is not one of the EC reprints you're used to. This is a reprint from the early 70s, done by an underground comics publisher. That's because you see it has the dollar. So I'm actually going to put this in the pile for tomorrow's Graphic Man show. But I've got to find the S box. I've got to get Strange Adventures and Mystery in Space. Although those may actually be more out of the Silver Age boxes in the other room. Okay, but anyway, let's see what we can get to here. Oh, this is one of those shitty freaking boxes from BCG or whatever, the BMC or whatever. Very, very poorly constructed. I'll put in this beat up copy of Marvel 2-in-1 as the buffer between the front of this box and my Bronze Age Doom Patrol, which is we got I'll just show you Doorway to Nightmare, Dreadstar, Dynamic Classics, Electra, Elongated Man, House of Mystery. The reason I haven't sold these bags is I don't have backing boards for them yet. Eternals. Okay, so we're at the Fantastic Four. So 117 is my first this is the first of my Bronze Age Fantastic Fours, and then I've got 119 that I think I must have gotten for $10. It was on, it says 20, but I remember it was half price. 120, 121, 126, missing some issues there. 127, 128. Okay, so what do I have? Maybe I have some of those missing issues. Okay. What I've got is this issue 150. Let's see. 136, 140. I hope I don't already have it. I have two 147s, 148, 149. I don't have 150. And this is cool because this is the issue right before this one, which is the first Fantastic Four comic I ever bought. This is issue 151. And I love the character of Thundra, who was kind of like, well, she's kind of like... she's an Amazon, but she's you know, the cool thing about it is she's actually looks like she's strong. Most of these heroes that they introduced that are women, I think I heard I was listening to Nerdrotic, and he was talking about this Kate Bishop character and how, you know, she might be a great archer, but could she take on the Yakuza or the Mafia, you know, enforcers, you know? She doesn't really look like she'd be able to win in a fight, as opposed to someone like Gina Carano. Of course, they fire someone like that for daring to speak her political opinions, but, you know. So that was the second one I got, 152, and 153, and right about the same time I was buying the Human Torch's solo comic, which is reprints from Strange Tales and from the Golden Age. So here's 154, and oh boy, I've accidentally gotten 2 issues of 154. I guess that's not too horrible, but there's no point in buying 2 issues of the same thing when you could be getting some things you don't already have. Alright, so I bought this 391 because it has this cool tribute cover to the Galactus trilogy. Let's see if I already have it. Let's see. Annuals. Oh, they restarted the numbering at some stupid point. That's totally confusing. There's 399, 308, 349. I must have gotten that flashy color one, reflective one. 376, 377. Every once in a while I would try it. Has it gotten better? Is it back like it was when I was a kid? 384, 398. Okay, so 391. Yeah, there's a lot of, I guess I gave up on it there in the 90s. And here's the official Marvel Index to Fantastic Four. If I have any of these. I have the official Marvel Index 1, and then another copy of the same thing, and then I have issue 9, but now I have issue 7. Didn't we hear this freaking song like 10 minutes ago? Okay, that's better. Okay, Unstable Molecules. Let's put that in there. And then this is a comic they gave it to you for 9 cents apparently. try to introduce you to it. Okay, so this is a reprint of the Fantastic Four. It's a reprint of the Silver Age comic, but I'm going to throw it in this pile. And this is a Mexican comic. I'm going to put that in there. Wait, here's more copies of that Unstable Molecules. Where did I put that? Dang it. There it is. And then there's this Fantastic Four Grand Design, and then these Alex Ross covers that I thought were cool. I got them all except for the Johnny Storm one. Then there's this Fantastic Four Antithesis. It was a Neil Adams deal. They redid that cover again. Yeah. Okay, I'll just stick these all in here at the back of the box. Oh, this is hard to reach. Okay. Now, an EC comic, crime suspense. Put that over here with the EC stuff. And then this is Dr. Spectre. This is going to go in here with the gold key. Okay. What can I do now? Shadows are strange. Okay. I'm gonna have to move some stuff. Okay. I just gotta do it. First, I'll move the light. Okay. What is in this box? Okay, this is an S box. Silver. What's in here? Spider-Man, Space Ghost, Son of Satan. I already. Hold on. Spider-Man. Yeah, I've done that. Okay, so okay. Alright, so this box has some Turok in it. So let's get the Turok out. Okay. So that's... Then I have some Twilight Zone. Two Gun Kid. Uncanny Tales from the Grave. Underdog, Charlton. Unexpected. Unknown Soldier. Valley of the Dinosaurs, Charlton. Vault of Evil. Lots of Vault of Evil. Wanted, the world's most dangerous villains. War is Hell. Oh, more of Warlord. See, Warlord number 1. I knew I had more of that. Weird Mystery Tales. Atlas. More Atlas. Weird Suspense. Okay, this is what I was needing, is weird, because then I can find science fiction stuff. Weird Wonder Tales, Weird War is mixed in the wrong spot. No, it is. Yeah, it is. I've got all the other Weird Wars. There's some other W box. I think it's in the other room. Wendy. Okay, here's the Wendy comics. And here's my other... Okay, so this box has to be combined with that box I was just looking at that had Werewolf by Night number 11. Here's all my childhood Werewolf by Night comics. I knew there was another box. Worlds Unknown, more Worlds Unknown. See, that's where the rest of them are. No, I don't need to pull out Worlds Unknown. What am I doing? If they want to show that as a science fiction, one of them will have it. That's too common. I got to find something a little more uncommon for the show tomorrow. And then there's a bunch of stuff in here that needs to be... Oh my gosh, this is a box of shit that needs to be organized. Man, there's some more Commandy. Holy freaking crap. I could probably free up a whole box here real easy. Oh, man. Oh, excellent. Fantastic. All right. All right, now this is going to provide more content for our channel. Okay. Okay. I knew there was a lot of missing stuff, and there's more Fantastic Four stuff here that needs to be alphabetized, including all the Fantastic Four comics that graphic are here. Put in that Fantastic Four box. Okay. So that's where I put Archie. Okay. These are the gold key. Okay, and this is Charlton. So I have Charlton, Deadly Do Right. So I'll put the Charlton here. Death Rattle, I'm going to put, this is a good comic. I'm going to put it with the Undergrounds. Just, we might as well. Okay, Dennis the Menace, that goes over. So here's Dark Shadows. So that goes over here. There's some other Dark Shadows I saw yesterday. There we go. I don't know what to do with something like this. Overstreet. It's like a Price Guide magazine, and it's from August 1994. It might have some value to somebody. Oh, this is a really good magazine. Pure Images, really good. That's what I think, from Greg Theakston, Pure Images. It's like a... This is one all about the monster craze. It's very good. It's a magazine. It's just in comic book size, but it's cool. So I think I'm going to put that also with the Undergrounds and this Purgatory kind of stuff. I'll throw that with the Undergrounds too. I don't have a whole lot of it. It was like interesting for about 5 minutes. Here's ACG, reprints of ACG stuff. You know, it's out from ACG. So I'm going to put this with the 60s ACG. And this is a Vic Martin art. Puntella Prim, the Sexy Super Spy. This is also going to go with the Undergrounds. Okay. More Dennis the Menace. Yeah. Here's a George Romero DC comic, which I forgot even existed. Okay, this should go with the Archie. Mighty Crusaders. Mighty Heroes. Put it with the Undergrounds. It's not an Underground, but this is just a little free thing you got at the counter in a comic store, but I kind of liked it, so I saved it. Let's see what we got here. This is a beat up little Archie, number 65. Put it with the Archies. Okay, what do we have here? Star-Lord. Okay, here's Little Monsters. I'll put that with the Gold Key. Oh, a Christmas comic. Little Jinx Christmas bag. That'll definitely make for a great Christmas comic in the Christmas box. Little Kids. This is a Marvel comic, so that'll go in the L's. Here's Laugh, 194. And I just found a comic that I was thinking of, and last week when we were doing the show and Graphic Man said we're going to do a science fiction themed show next week, the first one that came to my mind was this cover, and And I just found it. So, From Beyond the Unknown. It's the Nixon cover. So, that's exciting. Here's Fantagor, number 3. Yeah, this is a horror comic. It's actually color. It's definitely going with the undergrounds. It's all Richard Corbin art. I love Richard Corbin. I love artists that have a distinctive style. You look and you immediately say that's Jack Cole, that's Richard Corbin, that's Jack Kirby, that's Marie Severin, that's John Buscema. I mean, you just know instantly, seeing their art, who they are. Just like Joe Kubert. Immediately you know it's Joe Kubert. And this is a Kamandi number 40. I need to put this, that was that box down there. Very good. This Roy Rogers Western was sent to me by Graphic Man. I'm going to put that with the ACG comics. Okay. Oh, he sent me the Sergeant Rock too. Damn, that's really cool. These 100-page giants are freaking amazing. They're like thick like a phone book. Okay, here's some more Gold Key. Bad condition ones. And I think I already had this one. I could have sworn I just showed it to you. Here's a real dirty Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Oh, at the comic shop. I was going through some magazines and shit. No, I didn't shit. But here's what happened. God damn it. I saw this. And it's just a cover. And it was the cover in there. And I said, well, how much for this? Because it's just a cover. And she said, oh, you can have that free. What they used to do in the front of the comic boxes, when you flip through the comic boxes, they would take like a cover and they would mount it there. And this one, you can tell this comic had, you can tell it has gone through a fire. So this may have been the only thing salvaged from this comic, right? But to me, it's not the whole comic, it's just the cover. But I can frame this, and that little bit of burned will just make it look more charming to the, these people. You buy these comic book covers on plaques at Ross and Target where they're artificially aged with fake wrinkles and stuff, because people think that makes it look cool. People like the American Pickers. They like, oh, it's a rusty sign. The rust is cool. You can see how it was taped on the front. That's what I was just cursing about, is this tape was sticking to the cover of another book here. But anyway, so I'll display this. So that goes there. Anyway, it didn't damage the book. It's Black Lightning quitting the Justice League. So, we want you on the team, Black Lightning. And he says, with that giant bunch of turkeys in the JLA, forget it. That jive bunch of turkeys. We should be that jive bunch of turkeys instead of the 4-color fossils. It's the Wednesday night show with that jive bunch of turkeys. Here's Adele, Mickey Mouse. Look at that bike on the back. I'll put it with the gold keys. Yeah, I think I had a Mickey Mouse or two in here. Okay, these are gold keys, or they would be if they had covers. You'd see that. The Hair Bear Bunch. I never watched that cartoon. The idea of hippie bears never appealed to me. I think there must have been something really cool on the other channel on Saturday morning. Look at this ad for these iron-ons. You get all the superheroes. You get Fred Flintstone. You even get Alfred Newman. See that there? Oh, there's Magica de Spell. Is it wrong to have a crush on a duck? A cartoon duck? I think it might be. Here's a beat up. I have a perfect condition copy of this, but I also have a beat up copy that came in one of those Buddy Saunders Lone Star Comics worn out wonder. What were they called? Caped, crippled wonders? No, it was worn out. They were called something. Beat up comics, a big stack of beat up comics they couldn't sell, and they'd sell them to you like a whole bunch of them, all shrink wrap. Wounded Wonders. Conan the Barbarian 101. Okay, a Harvey. Harvey. Spooky in the Haunted House. Where was I putting the Harvey? Over here, right? I think so. Alright. Shit. Yeah, I make these sounds like shit. Kind of like Friday the 13th. Maybe Jason was just frustrated and he was going shit. Maybe that's what that sound really was. If I made slasher movies, that's what it would be. But I don't like slasher movies. I like monster movies. Oh, what have I found here? It's a football ribbon from some long back when the days where they had football ribbons. Look, it says, "Line up on the Lions." Let's put that there. I don't know where that fell out of. Okay. So here's some Wendy comics. My oldest brother convinced me that that song. Alright. It's kind of like Land of the Giants, isn't it? That's hand reaching down to get you. It's always very slow motion, right? When the hand came down to get the people. Land of the Giants. My brother convinced me that the song Wendy that was on the radio all the time back in 1970, 16, whatever. He convinced me that it was about Wendy, the good little witch. But that's not true. But I sure like this comic. Wendy, the good little witch. Indeed. Maybe Netflix can make a series about Wendy, the good little witch, and have her, like, having human sacrifices and stuff. Lots of blood and nudity. I'm sure they'll be glad to do that, those fucking Satan-worshipping scum. They can't keep anything pure and innocent. What goddamn time is it anyway? I'm starving. Okay. Here's another Atlas Seaboard comic, Weird Suspense. 3. Here's issue 1. I know I have issue 2. Where is it? I gotta get organized, man. Okay, so the Atlas Seaboard, here they are. And yes, to confirm that I wasn't lying to you, here's Warlord number 1, which I'll put with this issue of Commandy. Put that down there. Valley of the Dinosaurs, number 9. Meyer Greenblatt did a video about Valley of the Dinosaurs recently. Yeah, I think so. Was it Valley of the Dinosaurs or was it Korg 9000 BC? The fuck is that? Ugh. Something horrible on this comic. I'm going to remove it, like, immediately. It's like a fucking, goddamn. You get comics from certain comic stores. You never know what the fuck they're gonna have on them. It's like a bug got inside the bag and died. Okay. God damn it. That's fucking disgusting, man. It isn't coming off. It's fucking horrible. Look at this. It's got damage, water damage. This is the fucking thing I was hoping I could scrape off. Can you see? Damn it. Do you see this shit? On the between the O and G? Looks like a little miniature man vomited. But I love this cover because he's knocking Simon Bar Sinister out of his clothes, but god damn, it's disgusting. Okay. How did I not see that when I bought this? Yeah, and I touched it. Yuck. Okay, that goes down with the Charlton. Alright. Here's the Twilight Zone. Look how they're cheaping out, man. It's barely, usually they're painted wonderfully like this. Right, that's an actual painting, like an old pulp cover. See here, they're just pen and ink, you know, just a line drawing. But then they've got this dinosaur they've clipped out of something, and then that's a photograph, right? They used a photograph. They're cheaping out, so they used photos so they didn't have to, you know, did this in maybe an hour as opposed to this. Probably, I don't know, it took a while. Oh well. What else do we have here? Turok, Son of Stone. I got a lot of Turoks here. So let's get them, see these Twilight Zones. See, when I was going through the Twilight Zones yesterday, I was saying, I know I've got more Twilight Zones. And here they are. I had a feeling I had a lot more work to do in the organization of these comics. So, there's Turok, Son of Stone. This is my childhood copy. Here's a Whitman. Hold on a second. Okay. Here's another Turok. I already showed you this one, right? It's like the history of the 70s. You just look at the price. Now the price is up to 60 cents. Oh boy. And this is one, see, this is no effort went into, I mean, it's a nice drawing, and it just looks like a cell from a cartoon show, as opposed to the cool painted covers. I've got a mint copy of ARG number 5, but I found one at an estate sale about a year ago, and I just couldn't leave it there on the bed there with a couple other beat up comics. I thought, you know, you never see ARG in the wild. So I got it. You know, he looks a lot like, what's his name, Taika Waititi, the guy that did Thor Ragnarok and What We Do in the Shadows or in the Dark, whatever. Doesn't Dracula look a lot like him there? Okay, so I can file that. What do we got here? Oh, it's an Avengers. This was sent to me by Graphic Man. You know, this copy of the Avengers, there's about 50 copies of this in mint condition that I pulled out of a box the other day, because that place has got just unbelievable selections of things. Okay, so Graphic Man sent me these Fantastic Four comics, and let me get them where they need to be. Oh, and he sent me these too. He sent me this issue of Gunfighters. So let me get this with the Charlton. Oh, that's why it's so thick. I think Graphic Man put like 3 backing boards in the back of this. He sent me this issue of House of Secrets that looks just immaculate, like perfect. Issue 113. And they just did a great job when these early 70s DC horror comics of a great job of kind of emulating the look of an early 50s EC comic. I mean, it except for the, you know, the 3 heads here, if those 3 heads were here, this could easily be an EC.
The greatest music of all time. You're on Radio Grow 2.
Okay. Oh wait, I need to put those Christmas comics in here before I forget. I think the battery ran out about this point in yesterday's show. I think we got about to the 2-hour mark, so this show should probably be ending any moment. But if it does, again, I'm doing a contest, and if you can get someone to one of your friends to subscribe to this channel and just tell me down in the comments below, hey, I got you a new subscriber. You don't even have to tell me the name of the person. Then I will devote an entire show to you and to whatever you want me to show you or talk to you about. And I kind of took this idea partially from the Classic Comic Collector on YouTube. And so you can, your reward for getting just 1 subscriber, if you get me 3 subscribers, I'll give you 3 shows. And as you say, hey, show the Fantastic Four comics in detail and talk about them, I'll do that. And I'll dedicate the show to you, and I'll recommend to everyone that they subscribe to your channel and all that. And if you want to donate to this channel, the PayPal is k.weinert@yahoo.com. You know, that might really help out, honestly, like genuinely, not to buy frivolous things like these, but genuine important things, believe it or not. I need to go work on that Underground comic box in the other room also. My neck's starting to bug me, man. This job, I really shouldn't be organizing all these fucking books. But at least I see what's gonna. So I'll take you over here with me. All right, these are the boxes from which I'm filing into these boxes. So these are undergrounds. Put them over here. So I've got them in alphabetical order, so when I come to a box that has C's, I can file these books in. So these Captain Marvels need to be organized in. I already have that Catwoman. I don't know why I have another one. So Conan. We have Conan 101. It's 154. 48. So 101 goes here. This is okay, Demon, Doc Savage, Fantasy Masterpieces. Okay, so this Fantastic Four needs to go here. Ghost Rider, GI War. Okay, I got a bunch of Jonah Hex comics I need to file. I'm going to file Hex under, right after the Jonah Hex. I'm not going to put it under H. House of Secrets. Hulk. H-I-J. Okay, I need to get to Justice League. Invaders. I-J. Okay. Oh, you know what? This is a Whitman variant. The Whitman variants of DC Comics, I think, are somewhat desirable. Oh, here's some gold key. Where did I put those into this gold key box? This is the gold key box. I'll organize it later. I'll just put. I need to look and see how Houston's doing in this hurricane because my wife's got family there. I hope they're doing okay. Okay, this Commandy issue, I'll put it over here with these other Commandy issues. I also need to make sure this room is ready for tomorrow's broadcast. Bring the laptop in here and everything. House of Secrets. Okay. The pain's getting to the point where I need to probably stop today. As I keep pushing myself, I see something I need to do. No, that's a bad idea. Bad idea. Okay. I saw some sagging boxes and I thought it'd be better to... Okay, this box goes from Green Lantern, Hawkman. Let's see if I can just quickly find... Oh, I'm looking for comics I can pull out. And here's some Atlas Seaboard and Gold Key. So that's good. Grim Ghost and oh, good. What is that? Charlton. Oh, okay. Here's some Spire comics. Here's Hansi, the girl who loved the swastika. Sad sack reprints. Haunted Love from Charlton. Hawkman. Hellboy. Oh, more. Hercules. The Charlton Hercules. As opposed to the Marvel or DC Hercules. Luke Cage, Hero for Hire. There's Hex. Oh, Hex #1. Good. Power Man, Hex. Oh, there's my Hong Kong Phooey, Hot Stuff. Devil Kids. Imagine a comic put out today called Devil Kids. I don't know. Do people even care anymore? For a while, people cared about religion. I think everyone today is Howard the Duck. A lot of people today have given up on religion, and they look to the government to be their father, is their God. They listen to, Dr. Fauci is God. Human Torch. Okay. Well, maybe we can file a little bit. Then I gotta get down and get a nice pack on. What the fucking hell? Well, I think I hear my wife stop getting up. This box was halfway full, so I put the cigar box in there so they won't fall, slip down. Huckleberry Hound. My childhood copy of Huckleberry Hound. Charlton. There's another Charlton. Hong Kong Phooey. My childhood copy. I think I got that comic when we were in Seguin, right before my grandfather's funeral. I have some association with Hong Kong Phooey in my mind with Seguin and with that incident. Okay, so where did I put all the Harvey comics? Now, where was I putting them? It was the box with the ECs. Where is that box now? Wasn't that box? Oh, it was this one. Okay, gosh darn it. I have the very first issue of Hot Stuff in the other room, in the Silver Age section. There's,
Joker's makeup, you know. A green
There's 2 copies of this. And I guess I attracted to the record playing aspect of it.
Joker got the green hair because in one of the first clips that he appeared in making his escape from
Lots of hot stuffs.
into a river that was full of a certain chemical that turned his hair green. So from then on, he's had green hair.
Do you like playing Joker?
Oh, sure. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, we have a lot of fun during the show. We had a lot of fun making the movie. And it's a part, you know, that you
Okay.
can do everything that you've always been told.
Then we have, these are Charlton Modern Comics reprints. Looks like I got a lot of these Modern Comic reprints. I think I got them at the PX in PAX. And I guess I thought it was cool that they were reprinting the old 60s stuff. There's that. Hansi, The Girl Who Loved the Swastika, is from Spire Comics. It's a religious comic. She,
Batman television show. And then in September, I expect to be doing the picture Paramount. So I'll be kind of busy.
interesting.
You started out as a song and dance man. I remember I've seen you in Ansel and cutting up. You're still good. Do you dance for it?
That there.
You're the best dancer in the world.
No, I'm getting too old.
More Charlton. These are childhood copies of Hanna-Barbera Parade. They had the rights to Hanna-Barbera there in the early 70s, before Gold Key was doing the comics, and then of course later Marvel was doing the Hanna-Barbera. I accidentally pulled that one out. I want to put these with the Charlton. Where did I put the Charlton? Oh, over here. And then here's some Atlas Seaboard. Who accidentally pulled that out? The Grim Ghost. And here's Grim Ghost number 3, but I know I have Grim Ghost number 2. I have almost all of this Atlas Seaboard. Here's Grimm's Ghost Story, so it'll go over there. Okay, here's the Atlas Seaboard. Put that there. And then this is going to go with the Gold Key. Where did I put the Gold Key? Oh, it's in this cool box with the comics code. This box. And then the box below it is the same. I could only get 2 of them. They were sold out. But I'm using one for the Christmas comics and one for the beginning of my Gold Key. And then when I get more, no, that's Archie. Where did the Gold Key go? Oh, they must. The Gold Key. Oh, it was that other little small box. Oh, it's here. I'm starting to not think clearly here. Okay. Okay, so let me get my phone charging cord cable. I think I've gotten some work done in here today, so I feel good about that. I've got some books found for, I just can't get in there into those Silver Age boxes and find more science fiction comics, but I'll tell you, between Captain Strange Life and all those guys tomorrow night, they'll have all the cool DC science fiction stuff from the 50s cover and stuff I can't even dream of. So I might have a few little things here and there, but they'll have it all. It'll be a cool episode. At least I'll have that Nixon cover to show. Alright, I'll turn off this light. Get my charging cable. I'm going to make one more change here before I head on. I think do this. Cover that. Put this on top of that. And then this. And my water. I had another water. Where did it go? I could have sworn I had 2 bottles of water. I'm starting to get punch drunk because this pain is really starting to bug me. Okay. There it is. It's in here. Okay, both bottles of water. Check. Close the door to room 3. Check. Okay. Let's make sure the upstairs is secure. Yeah, I'll bring this laptop in the other room tomorrow, and then I'll do the broadcast from in there. I can set that up before I go to work tomorrow. Let me turn off the stereo in here. Okay. I need to turn off these lights. I thought I was going to do part of today's show in this room, but I never made it in here. So I already had the lights set up. Okay. Okay. Let's see what's in this box. I think we went through this earlier. Oh, this is the Underground Comics. This is what I was talking about earlier. Cherry Pop-Tart is done like Archie. Okay. Looks like I'm ready to move to a second box with these Undergrounds. And tonight's episode is brought to you once again by Diet Dr. Pepper. You know, it's artificially sweetened carbonated beverage. And you know, artificial sweeteners are good for you. Sound like Masterpiece Theater in here. Way too highbrow for this show. There's a little, you can't even see it, it's so bright. It's a Batman light. See? Now you can see it. It's good in here. Air conditioning. Alright, soon, I can almost envision that soon this will be this room and the other room. Everything's going to be in order, and then it's going to be time to move to another place. And as usual, I still have not watched Justice Society World War II, nor have I seen the Commandy cartoon short that is on the disc. But the fuck is that? Scared the shit out of me. It's actually, damn it, it's the tail from an alien figure, but I thought there was some kind of weird creature on the carpet there. So I gotta find that alien figure and get it on, get the thing back on. Okay. Horrible. God damn. Okay, I think I'm ready to ease on down the road. Let's go see what horrible things are happening in the news. I need my waters. I gotta put that ice pack on like pronto. My wife explained to me that pronto doesn't always just mean hurry up, it might mean soon. Okay. Well, I guess I'll see you soon.